Welcome back. I can't tell you how happy and excited I am to bring you a review of a couple more of 711L tools. Today we'll be looking at two of their offerings from the Leatherman accessory lines, their flat-end EDC ratchet wrench and their 2-in-1 extension and square socket. Immense thanks to 711L for sending these over for review. Like everything we've seen from them, these two show off their extensive attention to detail along with being an elegant solution of problems that won't break your bank. While I am a fan of Leatherman's official products, I do feel they're a little bit on the pricey side. Though it is a different method of execution, the 711L ratchet wrench will cost you half that of the Leatherman official, and as always, I'll be sure to include links to purchase all products you see today in the description below. Let's get some of the standard specs out of the way. The flat end ratchet wrench measures in at 2.36 inches long and 0.59 inches at its widest point and weighs in at 0.58 ounces, while the 2-in-1 extension measures anywhere from 2 inches to 2.46 inches long, depending on configuration, and the sliding collar measures in at just about half an inch wide. The 2-in-1 extension weighs in at 0.91 ounces. If the numbers don't speak for themselves, these are small enough to make amazingly pocketable EDC tools. I've got an entire video in the works comparing a few different pocket toolkit setups, but a Leatherman with their bit kit, a couple of Klein flip sockets, and these two offerings from 711L make quite a capable loadout. Don't get me wrong, this isn't a kit I'd employ for heavy-duty jobs, and 711L warns it is not intended for such use, but I think all of these items combined can tackle a fair amount of what you might encounter on the day-to-day. The wrench features a 60-tooth ratchet mechanism and is perfect for tight spaces. Not only does it work with normal quarter-inch insert bits, but it also works with Leatherman flat bits, however there's a specific orientation to fit them. If you have a 3D printer or know someone who does, I'll also include a link to the file so you can print this holster for the Leatherman bits and official Leatherman extension. Even without the 2-in-1 extension from 711L, just these pieces can cover quite a bit of tasks. However, add the extension and a couple of sockets and you're that much more capable. This is an instance where I recommend getting Klein flip sockets because in a package that measures the same size as the ratchet wrench, you have 4 different size sockets. Now, not everything is rainbows and sunshine. The wrench does not have a neutral position, so that is one downside when you compare it to Leatherman's official ratcheting driver. Another thing that might be considered a con about the wrench is the fact that it is always at a 90-degree angle. However, they do offer something to solve that. I'll get into that in a bit. Also worth noting, while doing research for this video, I had to pat myself on the back for not grabbing Leatherman's ratcheting driver as it does not fit in the way I'd expect a tool in the Skeletool model I got. If you've yet to make the deep dive into all things Leatherman, I'd echo the advice you'll hear from a lot of others in the space like Todd Parker in suggesting Weha's double-end bits instead. They will cost less, and with the addition of a bit holder, which you probably already have, they should take up less space. Pay attention as there appears to be 4 different configurations for that reload kit. I've linked to the one I get the most use out of below, but take a look at your other options as one of the other configurations may be more useful to you. Finally, there are also some third-party offerings for less money for the bit extender itself, and I've linked to the one I've seen the most when doing my research. How good are 711L tools, you ask? So good that being able to try out and use these accessories were my main motivator to go out and get one of the Leatherman models that featured their proprietary bit driver. So let's start by answering the question posed in the title. Are these the best accessories for your Leatherman? And I have to say yes and no. Only because 711L makes 2 more accessories that I think are even cooler than what you see here. They offer a Leatherman compatible version of the all too popular flex head wrench, though this one does not come with or use that secondary extension bar. 711L also offers a beautiful inline ratchet driver, which contrary to the other items you've seen, has been built for higher torque and a whole host of other features. On top of that, all of their products come with a 3-year warranty, but if you've got about 90 seconds and an internet connected device, you could hop onto their site, register your product, and turn that into a lifetime warranty. All this brings us back to the ultimate question: would I buy 711L tools, flat end EDC ratchet wrench, and 2-in-1 extension and socket again? I'm already in the process. It's really not a question when the products are of such great value for money. Plus, they happen to have sent me a 2-pack of the 2-in-1 extension, so I'm going to grab another one of these flat end wrenches and give both away, hopefully turning someone onto a brand and products they may not have known existed. If you're looking for something to take your EDC toolkit to the next level, I guarantee you they have something for you. Or if you're looking for gift ideas for the photographer, cyclist, or DIYer in your life, they probably have something for them as well. Big thanks once again to 711L Tools for sending this over for review, and thank you for watching.